Hey guys, we are back. Wide Open Podcast, Season 1, Episode 8. I am Chad Mislich, spotter for, and this is Driver X, John Reynolds Jr. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good. Surviving the cold?
Ah, man, as best we can. Actually getting off a cold, if you can't tell with my voice. And
The weather was good to you.
yeah, it got a hold of me. Got Steven too, man. He's been pretty bad too for a couple
Steven
days.
Hedlund?
Yeah, Steven Hedlund. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we survived the cold. I think the worst of it
Yes.
is maybe over now. I hope you guys survived the cold too. It
Wherever
was
you're
brutal.
I mean, these guys might be in Nashville watching us, and
True.
man, they had ice storms.
Yeah.
place.
The cold air blew way south
Way south. There's
and east.
Bowman Gray,
Yeah.
covered in snow.
Covered in snow right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Today's Tuesday and the Clash is Sunday.
Yeah.
And we just looked up the weather report for the Clash for Saturday and Sunday. What was it? 14 degrees for the low Saturday night, like 27 for the high, and like 27 for the high on Sunday.
Which is horrible down there. I mean, they are
That's
not used to
brutal.
that. I mean, that's a different temperature for them.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
air.
It's not football. It's racing.
But they are sending, a full plane full of Packer fans because they're not doing anything anyway. So go down there, shovel them out, shovel the stadium out.
Just for the record, I didn't say a word. Just for the record, okay? Just want you guys to know that.
Hey, yeah. It's wide open. I can say what I want.
Hey, well, we were talking about that. The weather down there at Bowman Gray for next weekend is 50 and sunny.
Man,
Can you believe it?
it sucks.
Yeah.
They'll end up moving that race. They have to.
Keep it at Daytona, or get it to Daytona.
That's what I read something today that they're thinking about taking it to Daytona during speed weeks, like
Yeah.
early in the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday or night or something.
Oh, that'd be all right, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to watching it this weekend.
I know, because there's nothing else on.
Nothing else to do.
There's no football on.
Man. You watching flag football?
I got to wait 2 weeks. We got to wait 2 weeks for the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Speaking of the Super Bowl
I'll be at Neighbors watching it.
and neighbors,
Yeah.
we got a couple wide open podcast sponsors to thank while we are on the subject, because there's good places to watch Super Bowl and Daytona 500,
Yeah.
And one of our sponsors is Neighbors Bar and Grill at 7745 Forest Hills Road, Loves Park. Daily lunch and dinner specials, happy hour drink specials. Also, it's your home for live entertainment. In fact, Neighbors is a Rammy Award-winning venue for live bands. Stop in, win some money on the slots, and enjoy a beverage. Great bartenders too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Neighbors Bar and Grill. Watch Super Bowl, like we said. Daytona 500.
Yes.
All that.
Be there.
Yeah, be there. One more wide open podcast sponsor we got to thank is Rock Valley Tanks. Right here in Rockford, Illinois, the leader in the industry for stainless steel gas tanks. For your hot rods, show cars, antique cars. Family owned, made by American workers right here in the USA, right here in Rockford. Rock Valley Tanks.
Right here.
Right here.
It's amazing.
Yeah. They're pretty darn close, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could shout out over there
Oh,
and
you're
catch
still
some
working.
of them.
Yeah.
So that brings us, here we are, Season 1, Episode 8 now.
Yeah.
And it's the end of January.
Close.
Getting into February. It's close, isn't it?
Like you said to me yesterday, next week's February.
Next week is
Yes.
February. Sunday.
Man, can't wait.
I know.
That's a short month, too.
February is a short month. And then and the days are getting longer. And March 8th, I think it is, daylight savings. We shoot the clocks ahead. It won't get dark till 7 o'clock.
Nice.
in about 5 weeks or so.
Can't wait for that.
Maybe 6 weeks. Yeah, that'll be great.
You start to smell that race season coming. Right?
Yes. This is the time of year now. We're over the hill. We're on our way down the hill now.
Yeah.
We're over that winter hump. So now being January, we're storytelling, right?
Nothing else to do. It's cold out. We'll tell some stories.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk. Tonight maybe we'll talk about some memorable wins, some memorable feature wins.
Yeah, we can do that if there's good stories with it.
I think there's
Right.
good stories with these.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, not that we want to sit and talk about wins, but we want to tell some good stories with maybe a few of them, right?
Okay.
All right. So, we're going to start where you got close to 100 feature wins, don't you?
We're close.
Close, right?
Yeah, we're close.
I think it's 89 is the number.
Late model
Late model feature wins.
feature wins. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the other stuff. That's all.
Trophy dashes or
Yeah.
slow heats. Or
Not talking about any of that. Those races are all separate from feature wins and trophies, right?
yeah, we count the big ones.
Yeah. So here we are. Not gonna, like I said, not here to gloat tonight. One bit. We're here to tell a couple cool stories, a few cool stories about some of the feature wins, the bigger ones.
All right.
Right? Let's do that. So 89 feature wins. What is your most memorable, your biggest feature win out of all of those over all the years?
Well, duh.
Well, I know, but there might be people, like you said, in Nashville that don't know.
Yeah, right. Right. There might be. Or a guy in Wyoming or something that, doesn't know that, our Daytona 500 was short track at Rockford Speedway. National Short Track Championships happened at Rockford Speedway every year since 1966, right?
Right. Super late models
That was our biggest
on Sunday.
race weekend of the year. So if you could win that was your Daytona 500,
Yeah.
right?
And it was one of the biggest race weekends of the Midwest.
Yeah.
Really. They did it when people were done racing.
Yes.
Their weekly stuff. So,
Yeah, it was so cool. Remember that growing up as a kid? I mean, short track was just, man,
it was
forget
great.
about school,
Rockford Speedway.
Thursday, and what was great for me growing up is it was always on my birthday or around my birthday, And then later in our lives, they moved it a week into October a little bit. But, when I was growing up, my birthday's September 24th. And my birthday could have been on Thursday, Friday,
Or
Saturday of short track.
Or Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it was always that
Biggest
weekend.
week of my life, man.
Yeah.
Of the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 days
4 days.
and 4 nights. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
Pretty much.
Sunday would stretch into it. Yeah. Yeah. So Sunday is short track, right? Super late models.
Yeah.
It's always like a 200. It got stretched out a few years where it was like 300 and 400 laps,
Right.
know.
Yep.
But for the majority of it, I think it was like a 200 lap race, right?
Like
Maybe
let's
250.
say in our era
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
ran it, it was 200 lapper,
Right.
right? 200 lapper on Sunday, and this is after the 108 lapper on Saturday night with the big 8 car with your Rockford rules, your big 8 car, your car you ran all year,
Well,
weekly.
Yeah. Well, when we were running it, you ran that Friday, Saturday,
Yep.
and then the super late on Sunday.
Super late on Sunday,
And Saturday too, a little bit with the qualifying and everything else.
which was my dad's car, senior's car. So it was just a privilege, just the biggest week of your life. I don't care if I was 25, 35, or 45 years old. I loved it the same every time. It was just so much fun to be able to do that,
Right.
And it was fun for us as a team because, we'd race our race team that we'd raced all year with our weekly car. we'd go to short track, and we'd have to race against my dad's team, which is the Wilberg deal.
28.
28 Bobby Wilberg.
2-8.
Right?
Yeah.
We'd bounce off each other on Saturday night, but Sunday morning, man, you'd wake up and go to the racetrack, and Bobby'd be the first one there, ready to go all day to help us.
Yeah.
And then you're driving for senior, so it was great times. Man, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and a lot of it too was not to go back into this, but with the late model, not the super late model, but with the late model, it'd be practice Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
Then practice Friday.
Yep.
Then they'd have
10
a
to
race
2.
on Friday for locals. Remember?
Yep.
One year it was actually involved with the point standings.
Yeah. The COVID year, they had us into that. I think
Okay.
that was 2020 or 20. This one, we won the championship, but
Yeah.
we had to do it that night.
Yeah. So, but it was a lot. It was fun. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday was double duty because the super lates practiced and qualified, and sometimes ran the heat races. Right.
That was your longest
qualifying
day.
races? Yeah.
That was your longest day because you'd have to be there at 8.
Yeah.
You got tech in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You'd practice both cars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you're qualifying both cars. You're super late and you're limited late.
Right.
2:15. Remember that? Yeah. I know all the times because they did
Yeah.
such a great job of keeping it the same every year.
The same every year. Yeah.
But faster than the speeding bullet qualifying was it? And then you qualify both cars, and then you could get a break for like an hour after that.
Yeah. You'd see the stands. Everybody would at 2:00, 1:30, 2:00. Everybody'd come into the stands from the campground.
Yeah.
So everybody be camping. So they'd come into the stands. Everybody had to watch Faster Than a Speeding Bullet, right?
Yeah, that's
I mean, that was just cool stuff. And then it'd empty out a little bit after that.
Yep.
And then they come back.
come back in about 5:30 for, it would be the Big 8 qualifying races.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
Then we as a team we'd have to run that 108 lapper that night.
Yeah.
So that's a long day. I mean, you're 12 hours in, and you haven't even started the feature yet.
Right.
You know,
Right. And the weather was always
great.
Oh man.
Oh, it never rained.
It was always the weather was always very important. Short track championship weekend. It was very important.
Yeah, 75 and sunny every year.
Before we're going to get into it. We're just setting this up. But remember the one year when Friday and Saturday got rained out, and Sunday was a gorgeous day. There was not a cloud in the sky, and they had to do Friday. They did Friday's races Sunday morning, and then they did Saturday's races right after, cleared everybody out, brought everybody back in, and then did Sundays because, hey, we got lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say 2013, this car that we did for senior,
The red and white one.
yeah, throwback to his late model.
Yeah.
We won that short track. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2013 because we won because we had to race on Sunday with the 108 lapper.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this was my dad's paint scheme in 1988 with his late model at Rockford. So we won the Big 8 portion, okay, and then the super late portion later that day, we finished second to Eddie Hoffman
That's right.
the same day. That's a big day.
That's a big day.
a big day.
2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, you top 3 at Rockford, you'd pull down for interviews afterwards, and it was still daylight
Okay.
on that year
Yeah.
when we had to run both.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the year that you said we had to run everything, but
Yeah,
I'm just talking. This is another circumstance where
Right.
Saturday night we got rained out or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So all in the same day we did. All in the same day we finished first and second. And I was mad about that because Joe Shear is the only one that won both in the same day.
Gotcha.
I was mad about that.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Casey Johnson did it like 2 years after that. I don't know if he was in the same day. We'll have to argue about that.
It couldn't have been 2 years after 2013.
No, it couldn't have been.
We
It
all
was a
know
long
he.
time
We
after
all know
that.
he sure didn't win that one.
No, he didn't. We blocked shit out of him for that one.
Yeah.
But he ended up winning the duel, or both of them. And that always made me mad.
Yeah.
We were so close.
Yeah. Oh. Well, so now to get back on subject. Now that we got off subject a little bit,
I thought you were talking about winning races.
talk about your biggest race. What year was that? What was it?
15 when we,
It was 2015.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that string of short tracks with our super late with senior stuff running for him was 2013, 14, 15, and 16. Those 4 consecutive years, right? Not to sound cocky, but we had the fastest Sunday afternoon race car.
Right.
All right. And those 4 years in a row, we were really good in race trim. Never had fast time. We always qualified second or fifth, in between there. But man, we had a string.
Yeah.
Yeah, only won one, but like I said, in 13 we started 6th row, and Eddie Hoffman started front row with his crate motor, right? Hey,
Hey.
each his own, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the invert. Okay. So by the time we got to second, which was like 50 to go, I thought we were in good shape. That's where you want to be. When you start 6th row, you're all right. Let's 50 to go. We're in second. Okay.
Yeah.
But he played me. He played me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wily old veteran. I get close to him, and
It's Eddie Hoffman.
yeah, he's won at Rockford a lot. He knew what he was doing. He played me pretty good, but it was like my first time in that situation,
Yeah.
Like you're going after the leader for your biggest win in your life.
Yeah.
You know,
And the leader's Eddie Hoffman
And
at Rockford at Short Track Championship.
that's
Right.
that's
That's a big deal.
a big deal.
It sure was then. That's for damn sure.
So we finished second that day. But he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I was mad about it.
Yeah.
He got me pretty good. He just stringed me along there.
Now that was 2013.
Yeah.
We're leading up to 2015.
2014, we were really good in race trim. Again, started 5th or 6th row, and we were 4th. I mean, quick, really quick. I'm talking quick. Me and Jason still talk about it. Jason Canals was with me then, and I mean, we just went like this through the field.
Yep.
Got up to 4th, and he's like, just sit. I'm okay. Well, I'm not trying. It
Damn.
was sick.
Damn. Yep.
Man, it was sick. And oil pump belt come off, and we ruined probably the best bottom end we ever had in our career with my dad. We had a Jung cranking that thing and rods and that we got from Menards. I mean, it was just so trick. Mm-hmm. Man, that thing was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
That was 2014.
Yeah. So in that string, Jason, we drove for my dad on Sundays, right? Mm-hmm. But me and Jason were in charge of the car. I mean, Dad let us do whatever we wanted to do, mm-hmm. right?
Right.
And for that 4-year string, we were not saying we were smarter than anybody else, but we were just smart enough to work on a package that we never changed.
Yeah.
We got on it, and we just through that 4-year span, we just tweaked with it a little bit. You know, we ran the same springs. We ran a 400 in right front. And this is the truth. I mean, people are gonna like
Tell it. Who cares? Wide open, man. Tell the truth.
You're full of shit. No, I'm telling you, this is what we ran. All them years, we ran a 400, and we ran 138s. You know, Wayne Lensing came out with that UHT spring or whatever it was. You know, it was just when we were getting into really, really soft springs. Okay, so we had the 138s, not 139. Not 137, right? Wayne put it out there, the 138. All right. So UHTs, which were barrels, the coilover stuff. We had those in the lefts, okay? Both lefts. And we had bump sticks on both lefts. Bump, like your bump stop stuff.
Yeah.
So we had bump sticks on both lefts. And we had a bump spring in both lefts. Stiff ass, you know, it was the big green ones back then. I don't remember what the rate was. But we ran those. And the bump sticks, you know, they were adjustable. They were separate from the coilover. So you had your coilover, you had your shock and your spring, right? And then you had your bump stick. And you just turned the bump stick because it was adjustable up and down to set your come-in rate for your hit point for your spring, right? Mm-hmm. And, man, we had it down to a science. I mean, it was – I mean, we got really good at it in them couple – you know, in that time. We tested. I mean, we were there on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
And all day Friday, 10 to 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you know, we had it down to where we had and there was no machines back then. We did this all by your seat of your pants. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no, like nowadays you're on you're on machines that check your bump loads and everything else and your heights and everything. We didn't have none of that shit. We did this all by a tape measure and seat of my pants and what he saw, you know, Jason, right? Mm-hmm. And we'd have new tires. We had new tires on the car. And then we had it figured out that when the tires faded off, we'd have to change the bump sticks a little bit, right?
Right.
So we had it figured out where, you know, when a halfway break came at lap 100 at Rockford, you know, the tires had worn off. We know, all right, we'll put a half a turn in the left front or a turn in the left rear into the bump sticks, right? Because we knew then, you know, that would bring us the traction we needed in the second half of the race.
Right.
And, God, we just kicked their asses there with that for a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the right rear, you know, I left the right rear out, but the right rear spring would be anywhere from a 175 to a 225. We'd show up Thursday night with a 225 because you're going to be nighttime. Track was fast.
Yeah.
Gripped up.
Yeah.
You know, you could run that 225. You know, you're only running 5, 8, 10 laps at a time anyways, right?
Right.
Just blow out some 12 nines every, you know, this is what your goal was on Thursday nights. Remember that?
I do, yeah.
But by the time Sunday came along, the track would get hot or whatever, and of course you're looking at 200 laps, so you'd knock that down to a 175 to, you know, keep that right rear tire on the car. You ran a spool, and you definitely have to run 175 because I like a lot of stagger. At Rockford, I'd want, if you can give me 5, I'd take it. But right, so we always ran 4 1/4. Sometimes it'd be 4 1/2.
Yeah,
but I just love that natural turn, especially on entry, because you wouldn't need no wheel.
right.
You know, you wouldn't have to go in and turn the wheel. That stagger just take you
It take you.
right there, and then you just get yourself off the corner with what you had going on, you know,
Right.
in your setup.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. I was measuring the tires then.
Yeah, we ran a lot. More than
was a
senior
lot.
ever wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah. 55 wedge we ran all the time, 1/8" bar. Not a lot of sway bar load. We didn't, you know, you didn't want to, we didn't know nothing about sway bar timing back then, but
Yeah.
we kind of felt sway bar timing, so we just played with our turn on the bar or whatever, turn and a half, depending on what we had for bump, our left front bump,
Right.
where that was at. But we just timed those two together just by feel.
Right.
Yeah. 2015, we won the damn thing. That was
Won it in dramatic fashion.
dramatic fashion.
Dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end there,
Yeah, it was. It was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Man.
How many laps was that you guys went at it geez.
With Casey?
Yeah, with Casey. Sorry. Casey
Casey
finished
Johnson.
second that
Yeah.
night.
He finished second that day.
Yep. Or day. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
He was all over you.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. We've talked about it in podcasts before.
Oh, yeah, about the
Made-
bumper cover thing?
Yeah. Made her little jokes and
Yeah.
stuff.
He's still mad about that.
Now he knows your setup.
Now he knows the setup. He's probably, you're lying. No, dude, I kicked your ass with a 400 in the right front.
True
For
story.
real.
Yeah, you guys went at it for quite a few laps.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the experience he had. He knew what he was doing. And, the pressure was on. This is your biggest race
It's the
This
Daytona
is
500 of the
of
Midwest.
your life. I mean, there's guys that have won championships at Rockford that didn't get that accomplished,
Yeah.
and that
Right.
pressure of, I mean, those cars are so fast at Rockford,
Yeah.
and without that, I just remember thinking the track was, I thought I was going in low enough to hold him off, and watching the video, I wasn't.
Right.
I about gave the door open,
Mm-hmm.
just about. But my mind was so, it getting down to a couple laps to go, and you're thinking
It's probably better that you didn't
There,
realize
but-
that,
man, I just about,
because that's where it was the fastest, right? It's probably better you didn't realize that and try
Yeah.
it,
probably, I mean, if I went in too low and I would have probably diamonded up too much,
Yeah.
and he could have caught it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let's talk about it. So you've watched this race your whole life, right? I mean, even before like some of our time, like some of the people that have won national short track championships at Rockford Speedway in Illinois, Mark Martin, Dick Trickle, right?
Yeah.
Joe Shear. Who else? We know there's plenty others.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, man.
There's
Steve
a-
Carlson, 6 times,
Rich
7
Bickle.
time.
Yeah.
Bickle.
Steve Carlson, Rich Bickle, on and on. We could go, right?
Right.
So you've looked up to, all these people who have won, who managed to win this race. Not an easy race. You don't just come out and win it,
Right.
and those guys might, race there for years, race that race for years and won it once or twice, over all those years. And here you are, right? You were a kid watching all this stuff.
Yeah.
And now your time is right now.
Right now, yeah.
2015, it's Sunday. It's the end of the race. You win the race. What's that feeling when you went across that line with Casey Johnson right there and you got that checkered flag? I mean, I know one feeling was relief, but what was the feelings that you felt?
I remember like it was 10 minutes ago. I mean, when it hit the line, I can't see that, but all I freaking cared about was finding my dad.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we all know where he was too. He was right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just the biggest thing.
Yeah,
All I cared about was, I know where he was.
yeah,
After during every yellow, I'd scrub the tires and yep, there he is.
right.
Yep, there he is. Back straightaway, mid back straightaway. He'd be sitting. Sometimes he'd have a radio. I don't know if he had a radio that year or not. I don't remember him barking, but
Yeah, I don't remember if he did.
But all I cared about was just finding him. So, and I did. I mean, I probably almost wrecked people, but we checkered 1 and 2 in middle of back straightaway. I just
You stopped right in the middle
Stopped
of the
right
backstretch. Yeah. Did he come down to the fence?
nah, he's,
Sitting up there. Yeah.
he stood up and Gene was there and
Yeah.
yeah, just pounded the roof and
Yeah.
Brad Mueller stopped. He's a good buddy of mine. And Brad Mueller was so good at Rockford, but
Oh, he was.
man, didn't get her. Just didn't. Another one of those guys just
Another
didn't
one's
get
right
it
there.
done, You know,
Yeah.
man, it's just huge.
Yeah. So you get over to the start finish line. They got the big backdrop, and by that time the crew's making their way over there. We all were, on our way. Senior's on his way, and you get out of the car. Anyway, you know what you got to put on.
Yeah, the wreath.
Short track, the wreath.
Yeah.
But the wreath on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday, super late models.
Yeah, we've had it on Saturday nights, there, but not on Sunday. Jody was there.
Yeah, Jody was there. Yeah. Jody Deary
I'm
was
sorry.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
We forget.
Owner of Rockford Speedway.
Yeah.
Might be talking to some guy in California. I don't know. Maybe
Right.
George Strait's listening. I don't know.
Right. He might
George.
be. Yeah. So, but it was the coolest feeling, right? It was the
Yeah.
biggest thing in the world, like right that day, that
Yeah,
time.
you-
That was,
Biggest race at your racetrack. It'd be like, a guy like Alex Prunty at Slinger winning Slinger Nationals.
Yeah.
It's your biggest day.
yeah, yeah. So that's the biggest race. That's the biggest feature. That's the one that you'll never forget. Oh,
Yeah.
because it can't be duplicated now.
Right. It cannot.
It's history now.
And man, I'm telling you, like I was telling you, that setup we had Jason and I had worked on for all those years. Yeah, that was 15. In 16, we came back and we were even better.
Yeah.
I mean, we just dominated the race.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't slow down. We came in at halfway. We're leading, coming in at halfway, and Wilberg, I'm not even sweating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need anything? I'm like, no. He's like, you just slow down. You got this thing in the bag. I'm like, I'm barely driving the damn thing. I mean, it's just on a rail.
Yeah. Because there's a break in the middle.
Yeah, there's a break in the middle.
If it was 200 lap race, there's a break at 100, 10 minutes or whatever it was for us to do whatever we had to
We
do.
were just kicking their ass that
Yeah.
day, and the coil took a shit.
Yeah.
The famous coil in that deal. Yeah. You know what the bitch about that is? I mean, all the years racing at Rockford, or any time in my career, I've never. It started to rain. We came in. I think we came in for halfway. Okay, we went back out on the track and we're just gone. I mean, can't even screw this car up. It was just timed so good. Left front bump, turn, left rear bump, loaded. I mean, you could not screw this thing up. A monkey could have drove it, right? And it started to sprinkle. So they pulled us into pits. And I don't know if this had something to do with why the coil went out. Missed moisture in the air. I don't know. But that time I'm sitting there, and before that happened, before the yellow come out, it started to pop a little bit. The car on especially on deceleration, it would start to pop a little bit. And I'm like, that's weird. That's weird. You're just nervous. You're starting to, laps are counting off here, and you're just thinking there's less than 50 to go. You're starting to hear shit. No, it didn't rain hard enough to lose the track. And they put us back out and got dried off, and we went back after it, and it wasn't a couple laps later that the coil shut off. And that was it. Why couldn't it just rained?
Oh, my God.
It was so close to almost lose the track.
Yeah.
No. Whatever. So we lost that one. But that was 4 years of just
Yeah.
such fun race cars to drive on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we could go into a lot more about that too, couldn't we?
Yeah, probably. Or,
Yeah. But how cool is that? 2015 National Short Track Championship, super late model winner. on Sunday afternoon.
Got a huge trophy, a 6-foot trophy. We had it at my dad's house during Christmas that year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it went from there, and it's sitting at Jammers now. It's been at Jammers ever since.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Jammer built that engine, and
Yeah.
yeah,
That's where it needs to be.
that's where it's always been.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I've never even had it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you say? I really think being January, and I feel like there's probably a couple more that we could talk about. What do you say we take a little break and then we come back and
Yeah. There's
talk about a couple more, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That sounds good.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.